I'm Simon King, and this is What's Wrong. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, you're a fucking loser. You should be watching it. You can check it out on youtube.com/thecitizenstrange. And we're back. This is our second episode back from our crazy hiatus, which may or may not have been due to monkeypox, Mikey. Anyway, we are back. We're very happy. I am super excited. One of my great buddies in comedy and a super hilarious dude, Ola Dada, here, ladies and gentlemen. Ola Dada's here! Yay!
What up? How you guys doing?
He is mandatory. He insisted we be 2 plants away. I don't know.
Yes,
He's got his rules. I don't. You know what? His contract's huge, and it's ridiculous. Mikey, our producer, Mikey Greenwood, is here as well. Mikey doesn't have a microphone because he can't be trusted with adult things. Because you know what happens when you have a microphone? He did a podcast in the bath the other day.
Yeah,
electrocuted
in
himself.
the bath.
Yeah, he tried to do a podcast in the bath, and he electrocuted himself.
That's a suicide attempt.
It was pretty good. It is. You know what? He's been complaining about the working environment for a long time, and I feel. But a lot of the podcast was like, "Oh, it's too hot. It's too cold." Like it was like an hour of that. You know, like I listened to it. It's fine. You know, quality control. We are in the shelter.
What? What kind of shelter?
Right now, there could be. Look, man, the government wants you.
I was like, what did I just
you
get
know what
myself
podcast
into?
you wandered into? You're like, what the fuck?
Listen, I'm going to agree with whatever you say,
it's
man.
It's just us eating rations from 1960s military stuff. I'm like, let me tell you something about the fucking system.
It's like, you can't leave. I picture you're my favorite. Like, what the fuck?
Every so often, Mikey just throws firecrackers at us for no reason, just to keep us on our toes. We are in the Doom basement, the murder room, the escape. Megan called it an escape room. Our last guest last week called it an escape room.
Yeah,
this seems an escape room, right?
It feels really. I didn't expect all of this down here. That's for sure.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
I mean, how many loops did we go? We went down a couple loops. Like
it's pretty far. It's you know what it is. It's like when you hear about like abandoned bunkers, and you think to yourself, where would be a good place to do a podcast?
This is perfect. You know,
right here. Yeah.
Like the only time I've done that many loops is to park my vehicle, not to arrive to a spot to hang out.
And then now you're down here. That would be a really good way to have a nightclub, like down a bunch of loops, and be like, if you can't make it up, you gotta go.
Know
what I mean? If you gotta go up to get a smoke and you can't make it, you're done. You go home.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Fair.
And there's just an orthodontist at the top going,
welcome.
like fall down. I'm gonna put caps on that motherfucker. No one's ever said that before. And so I don't know. Fucking we did this podcast for a while and we stopped for a little bit and we've decided this is season 2. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I guess. and now both of our listeners have said to us, they backed by popular demand, backed by an email. Someone was still like, "Why? Hey, look, man, we'll take it. All right, like one email, I'll fucking take it." So so this is it. This is it. Thanks for coming. Good night.
Thanks for having me. Imagine, like, I love it. This is the best podcast I've ever been on. I've been on some that lasts for like an hour and a half, and you just trapped. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, you sit in traffic. You come here, and you fucking get yelled at in the basement. You leave. That's how it works.
Hey man, you give me free boost. Like,
hey, cheers, buddy. There you go. Well, look at that. We're fucking. Hey, this is urine. But it's clean because in the apocalypse, as we live now here in the. I would love to be the last stand-up comedian after the apocalypse.
Jeez,
and you just do
no,
road
just head to open mic still,
like,
man.
Maybe there'll be more walk-ups, and it's like just playing as zombies. Are you from out of town? Comedian destroys zombie heckler.
God, I would hate to be the last person on the planet. I would. Yeah.
You think you're not a good alone guy?
Not even that. It's just kind of boring, you know. Like I like being alone, but like alone by myself on the planet.
That's the definition of alone. I don't know if you know what the definition of alone is.
Alone
with all the people.
Like, there's a lot of people on the planet now, and I can still be alone. But that's different than just by yourself.
Have you thought about setting up cigar boxes and put a wig on them? Pretend they're pushing?
Oh. Huh. Mm-hmm. I am legend.
See? So imagine if you're by yourself. Imagine if you're by yourself, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got you go and get a bunch of mannequins and you put them there in the audience, right? And you just every night you just murder. Right? You just have a great set every night.
It's crazy. That did happen quite recently.
Really?
In quarantine. I don't know if I can spill the beans on this, but
I'm excited to see whatever the fuck.
There was a certain taping. I'm not going to mention whom, but during quarantine there was a taping where comics performed, and to make it look like this is like a legit thing. Like, they showed me photos. There was dummies in the audience.
I performed to that. That's my fan
That's
base.
insane.
That's my audience.
I couldn't. No.
Plastic people with no brains in their heads.
That's your people. That's
Hey,
your
Los
guy?
Angeles. That's my people.
Damn.
That's my people. No, yeah, just a whole room full. Because they knew they do that with like baseball games where they had like cutouts of people, so the players wouldn't feel lonely.
Look, so they do that for baseball players, but they don't think that maybe comics don't want an empty room.
It's fucking weird. Did they put like robot laughing boxes in them so you could
That I don't know the extent, but
you're like, and that's when I said to my wife, "You take out the garbage." just a weird fucking, fucking what's his face? I was fucking Dune.
Dune.
Never mind.
I do know Dune. I don't know many references often. I got really excited.
You know what? Originally, it was set in the South. It was called How You Dune. Anyway.
How you doing? Oh, my God. You're on that shit, eh?
How you doing?
What?
What's your name? Who the fuck are you?
Chris Gordon's been doing that shit for a little bit.
Right?
Doing well.
Dune! He's never been on the podcast. We need to have him on the podcast. Mikey, make a phone call. He doesn't know how phones work. It's real sad. You know what the funny thing is? He's got one of those Fisher Price phones.
You talk about the rotating?
Yeah, he keeps calling Fred Flintstone.
What are those called again?
Rotary phones.
Rotary phone. I found that out like fairly recently.
Invented by the Rotary Club. Anyway, I just make shit up. There's lies.
I'm gonna believe you because I don't know anything about a rotary phone.
You know that expression "bros before hose" was actually by the fire department to let them know where the other firefighters were before you hooked up the hose.
I'm gonna call cap on that. That feels like a lot of lies.
That does sound like you could be right though. Like from the 1800s, bros before hose, fellas.
But would you want the hose before the bros? Because then you can cool down the bros.
Well, you need to make sure where your bros are before you turn the hose on, right?
Okay.
Because hose before bros means the hose is just fucking flipping around.
But you need to have the hose set up before you can figure out where your bros are at.
Oh, God.
So hose before bros.
I didn't expect to be challenged so hard on this.
I'm the king of
I met my match. I didn't expect that. I'm out here giving real information. He's like, fuck you, Jeopardy.
No. Listen, I've been having meaningless arguments all my life.
Oh, my God. Welcome aboard. I just argue with Mikey, though. He doesn't understand, though. He doesn't care anymore.
He's just like, whatever.
He forgot English on purpose not to have to talk to me. He specifically, he only speaks Dutch now.
That's what's up.
I don't speak Dutch.
My dad pulled nap time. He would just fall asleep.
He just falls asleep.
It's fucking crazy. My mom would storm out, and then he just... My mom comes back. I know you're not asleep, and he doesn't break character. It's hilarious.
He just
shuts down.
Wow.
Doesn't say anything, and I'm like, I've never witnessed anything like this before.
That's amazing.
It's fucked up.
He just shuts off.
It just shuts off.
So he's like, I'm not interested. I'm out.
Nope.
And she's like, you're not fucking asleep. And he's like,
I know you're not asleep. You just left. I just left the room. It's so funny.
Wow.
So funny. Doesn't break character till he feels like it. She leaves. Turn on the TV.
Wow.
It's awful.
The balls on that dude. I couldn't do that.
How do you even attack that? Just imagine you talking to me right now.
It'd be over.
It's nuts.
Fucking hell. Holy shit.
It's the social version of playing possum.
You can't do shit when people are sleeping unless you're Cosby.
Ooh.
You can't. Whoa, hey.
Hello. Bang, bang. Did you know he's doing a tour?
Oh, is he?
Yes, he is.
Really? What's he? Was it fucking Sealy mattress sponsor it? What the fuck?
Yes. Yeah.
What's the apostrophe tour?
What is he going to talk about, man?
Oh, I don't fucking...
I hate to say how I'm a little bit, interested in what the hell he's going to talk about.
I mean, part of me would love to be there with a foam finger with just rape written on it. In the front row.
Right?
Just yeah! You're my guy! Just bro.
Oh, my God.
Just lean into it hard. Just be like, you! Just
you did that.
Instead of protesting and being like you're some sort of super happy rapist, is like, finally, one of our guys is...
Jeez, man.
Just like a big Cosby 69 sweater, and they're just like,
yeah, you did it.
Just that guy raped well into his 70s, man. That's a real career. That's a real career.
You're making me scared, Simon.
I don't know what he would talk about. I don't know what he would fucking bring up. How would you? He's not going to address it. You know what? He's not going to say a word. He's going to come out and just do his fucking shit about I have slept in a bed with my brother or whatever the fuck he does, and it'd be like, yeah, but did you rape him? Did you rape your brother in the bed that you slept in the bed with? Because we know what you do. We know who. Because the thing is, it's not like it was one person who said a thing. And you could be like, maybe it's climbing, and not that shouldn't discount it, because obviously that should still be. But it's not like it's like one of these celebrity things where it's like, it's like one of these things where like you were in prison, and a technicality got you out of the prison.
This guy wrote jokes about it, man.
And he wrote jokes, the Spanish Fly
artists
jokes.
Who do crazy things and then just leave breadcrumbs in their music or in their jokes. Why?
I mean,
I'm not saying to do these things, but why? Like. Yeah, well, like
yeah.
Like, ha. They'll never find out. Like, what the?
Do you think it's that thing of like? Do you think it's that thing if they want to get caught, like they secretly want to get caught? Is that what it is? It's like because every there was a certain comedian, I gotta mention it, and like every fucking fifth joke was I jerked off, I fucking jerked off. You made her what you jerk off. Like it's like we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. My impressions are so bad. No one's gonna know who it is. Man, you know? No one's gonna know who that is, right? No one's gonna know.
This guy's in the Hall of Fame of jerking off at this point. That's
jerk off in front of jerk off. Winston Churchill, and that. I think it's an ego thing. I think they believe they're never going to get caught. Yeah.
That's why I get because, like, you know, when you keep doing a certain thing, you keep getting away with it, you get comfortable, and it becomes normal. That becomes your norm.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's why I always talk about killing Kennedy. Because they're never going to figure it out. Years before I was born, I did it. That's how you get away with it. You do it before you're born. Right? Yeah, right? No one's going to bust me for that shit I did to Caesar. You know which one. Mikey knows which one. He's read my journal. Well, he's looked at the pictures. He's like, there's a lot of dicks. I'm like, yeah, well, that's how I communicate.
I'm Roman, and I'm a sculptor.
There were a lot of dicks in ancient Rome. They put it everywhere.
I don't understand why they only did unerected penises. Like just... I would have wanted to see one hard penis in Rome. That
was weird. It
just
was one.
Like everything.
But do you think if you had Michelangelo's David with a wicked boner, do you think that would be really hard to be like, like it follows you around the room? You know what I mean? Like it's like
he could have just drawn one from memory, though.
The boner Lisa.
The boner Lisa.
It's just like you're like, fuck it.
Jesus.
I can't escape it. I don't know why there aren't more erect penises in romantic art. I'm not sure why that isn't the thing.
Like, I mean, they already have the dicks there. Why show that?
They're drawing the dicks.
Pleasurable form.
You're out there, you're painting a dick, right?
Yeah.
And you're thinking to yourself, what's the best form of a dick? And you're like, smushed up into some underpants.
Just an
That's
everyday.
What we want. Just
that's an everyday penis.
That's the other thing. Maybe it's challenging, right? They're like, we more wrinkles and more movement and stuff like that.
I don't know about that, man. That's. I think it's mediocre to draw an everyday penis. That's what I'm trying to say. Like. You know, that's an everyday penis. The boner's around for only a set amount of time.
The thing that's true. It's a fleeting. It's like lightning in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
Well, not exactly the same. But the thing is like so in the ancient world, the smaller penis was preferred, which is the way it should be. Anyway, sorry, I'm very passionate.
All penis matters.
Very passionate about person. It's just more efficient. Less wind resistance. I can run faster. People can run faster. Anyway, the point
swim
is,
faster also. Swim way faster, most importantly. And run faster also. No obscurities in the way. All the people with big dicks died in the past.
It would really affect your
way
ability.
Down with the big dicks, they drowned and
if you were
could run as
stuck,
fast.
If you were stuck full-time boner, like if that was the default position,
Yeah.
life would be so fucking miserable.
Jeez, you would hit. I stubbed my toes walking around the kitchen. What would happen
Christ.
to my penis walking through the kitchen?
Jesus Christ.
That's nuts.
The black eyes.
Jeez.
Now I'm there.
It almost sounds like,
you don't know what I'm saying. You have
it
no
almost
idea.
Sam was like, the black guys.
The black guys. I know where I stand. I'm not stupid, Ola. The fuck? This is a podcast about... No, it's not. I was going to say it's a podcast about issues, but it's not. It's a podcast about issues depending on what we're talking about. I'm half hammered. We're talking about dicks and Bill Cosby.
No. Roman dicks.
Roman dicks,
Clarify.
right? Roman dicks.
Not an everyday dick.
Not to be confused with those Greek dicks. They're not quite as nice. They're just like they took the idea of the Greek dick and they just kind of fucked it up and made it more commercial. But honestly, the Greek dick's where it's at. I don't know if I can talk about romantic dicks anymore. I think we're done.
Romantic dicks. I want to explore that. What does a romantic dick look like to you?
I know it's got a rose in its teeth.
Dude, would you ever put a scarf around your penis?
Have I ever put a scarf around my penis? Yeah, I go to horse races. That's how it fucking works. I'm not a fucking savage.
I have class.
I felt
okay?
like I should have said that like Tom Segura. Yeah, I go to horse races. Of course I do. I put a scarf around my dick.
This is a good bourbon. What is
It's
this?
good, right? It's Evan Williams, right?
I do not know this.
I mean, I took it off him. I don't know who
but
he
it
is.
tastes good.
Oh. I'm pretty fucking drunk, but that's good. That's good. That's
Nice.
good. My alcohol tolerance has gone down a lot, which is A, good, because it means my liver's working, and B, bad, because it means, no, that's good. It's cheaper.
That's what's up.
I save money, right?
Yeah, I don't really drink often. I almost said no to this whiskey.
I was surprised because you were like, let's have some whiskey, and I was like, I don't think I've seen you drink.
I don't.
You don't drink?
Well, not usually. I drink.
Did I just fucking break something?
No.
I didn't mean to do that.
No, not at all.
So you just like all of a sudden you're out there sucking dick for whiskey? What the fuck did I do, Ola?
Usually
You're like, this is not romantic at all.
I want the Roman penis. For doing shows, I don't drink.
No, fair
But
enough.
like,
Yeah.
it was a podcast. I'm like, whatever.
After shows, I drank.
Yeah.
I mean, I drink during a show, but I don't ever do shows drunk. I've done
Yeah.
one show drunk. I don't want to find out I'm funnier fucked than I am sober.
I have performed drunk before, and it is a lot more fun. And it's not even like more fun, so to speak. I found like I just, that voice of, oh, you're not going to do great. It gets a lot quieter. That's all.
What?
Like, you're not
Oh
going
my
to do well. You're not going to do well. You know what I mean?
Oh
but
my
like,
God.
I feel like for me, I like that voice because then it keeps me sharp. It keeps me tuned.
Can you tell me what kind of booze you have to drink to feel like you're good enough? Take a break. If you
No, I got you.
I
I
don't want
got
to.
you.
I don't want to. What is it?
The blood of Jesus.
The blood of Jesus?
Yes.
Is that a Caesar or is that like
It's served
how
at
you put a
Catholic
cellar
church
stock in there?
every Sunday.
Happy hour is at 1 o'clock because it's the 13th hour. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. The point is, I don't find because I find that so the only drug I've ever done other than caffeine is alcohol. I've never smoked weed. I've never taken any other drugs. I've never done anything.
Yes.
I'm remarkably straight edge, but I'm also like, I love alcohol. Oh God, I love it so much. I love it. If I could marry it, I would, but they changed the law. But I do love booze. But the thing is like I don't actually like getting drunk. I like the taste of booze, I like the ritual of it, but the getting fucked up part wrecks my night.
I've never had that take before. To be
That
honest.
fucks my night up.
Most people are down for that fucked up part.
Yeah, if you said to me, that's kind of how they sell it, right? No one sells booze with, and you won't get drunk. Like, no one does that. Everyone's like, red wine, it's cheap, and you get fucked. It's like, and if you're under 20, you won't have a hangover.
It's funny. I like performing sober, and like I don't like drinking performing because I really love what I do, and I like being able to remember everything that I say. Like little bits, little riffs that I make. I have performed drunk before, and I just didn't like that, because in this craft that we do, longevity is the most important thing, and this right here is is what you got to protect. And I find that you get in the habit of drinking, especially at shows. Like you start drinking on the road, and that leads to more problems.
Want to fall into that. I've seen so many.
saying?
I mean, I've been doing this for 23 years, and I've seen so many comedians make that mistake.
Yeah.
And that's actually part of the thing is doing podcasts or like hanging out with friends. That's my drinking time.
Yeah,
But like
right
work,
now is fine.
And then
Yeah.
after shows, a couple of weeks ago, I did Megan's great show, the fucking Monday night show, Crummy Comedy. And I got fucked afterwards because I'd done my job. I'd done my job and I got legit fucked. And I didn't mean to, but what happened was I was drinking beer. I normally drink Rocket Fuel and I was drinking beer. And I don't normally drink beer. And I was just like, this is tasty and there's no booze in this because it's only 7% or 8% or whatever. And then it was like fucking 5 beers in. And I was like, whiskey! And then all of a sudden I turned into a prospector who found a nugget. And I'm like, ah! And I'm stumbling home like, hey, made good choices today. But the thing, and I love that the government of Canada, and if you're watching this from another country, your government sucks too. But our government made this decision where they're like, they went from, you should have 15 drinks a week and you're healthy. And I was like, okay, that's a little low, but I'm like, okay with it. And then they're like, you should have 2 drinks a week. And I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe if you don't make an economic hellscape where we all want to buy rope and a wobbly stool, we won't fucking buy booze all the time. 2 drinks a week? Eat
lot.
all the romantic dicks. Like, are you fucking kidding me? How many drinks? Look, okay, how many drinks a week do you have? Like, honestly.
Well, I mean, like 1.
One? You have 1?
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo. I had 1 while I was waiting for.
most
I was waiting. I had 1 while I was on the bus. I was like, yeah, ding that bell, motherfucker.
Can't lie to you though. Like when I first started comedy, and when I first got to university, I did drink just like every other college student. Like I drank a lot, borderline problematic.
What were you going to university for?
Accounting.
Accounting, nice.
Yeah, so like
numbers and shit.
See,
I know, Mikey.
Showing up to class, hungover, still with good grades, so no excuses.
Wow, fucking mega mind over here.
Yeah, that's me.
I don't know for numbers at all. I don't even know what time it is. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't tell time anymore. I just wait for someone to hit me on the head.
Oh shit!
Yeah. it's way better that way.
I wait for someone else to tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
Simon, do you know what time it is?
No, I honestly don't. Like I'm desperate. Like please tell me. Like I just got out of a fucking DeLorean. I have no fucking idea. So you went for accounting and you got fucked up all the time. And you could still do your job.
Yeah, my first year at least.
Yeah,
my first year, and even while I was at TD, I would, some nights I would even be out to like 3 a.m. in the morning, and then have to go open the bank at like 7 in the morning.
Wow,
it was awful. Like it was not good.
You had keys to a bank?
Yes, I did.
That's like having a nuclear missile code, dude.
Oh yes, I did.
You have keys to a bank.
I was the guy to be like.
I'm weirdly impressed by this. Like you're like,
I still remember all those codes because I could do that stuff in my sleep.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm probably not supposed to be talking about that, but I don't work there anymore.
Look, basically, our one listener, I know what she does, and she's not interested in this at all.
That's fine.
She raises peacocks. It's weird, but it's a good job.
Peacocks?
And
Those are beautiful.
Peacocks. She loves peacocks.
My voice got really high for some reason.
Yeah, she. No, that's not because you're impersonating a peacock. 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 That's actually all peacock says. Peacock. That's all they say.
Why is my brain escaping me? What does a peacock look like? Is it the one that's beautiful?
Peacock has 4 legs and big horns and a giant
that's a lie.
body and a
that's
tail.
a lie.
No, it's true. It's
no,
true.
No,
it's absolutely
no. You didn't look me in the eyes. I'm starting to read you, Simon.
A peacock is a kind of bird.
Okay.
With a big old fat. Look, Mikey's going to show you a picture.
I fucking knew it.
This is why you keep him
I
around.
knew you were full of shit. I knew you were full of shit.
It's NBC. That's what it is. The more you know. And peacocks are good. It's funny. Like, imagine being a bird and like finding out. Like, imagine being the smartest bird that was ever. Like, you just hatched and you're just like a fucking genius bird, and you all of a sudden you're like, I know what the call is, and then you have to explain to the other birds like, we're peacocks. And they're like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, I don't know. They fucking and then someone eats you, nuts. Right? Because everyone ate everything back then.
Imagine being the first human being to hit consciousness, to be like, yo. I have a mind to think.
Shit.
Imagine that. And then you're just around dumb motherfuckers.
Oh.
We're like, oh my God.
Dude, I feel you so much.
You know what I mean?
I'm over here with my big old brain, and I'm dealing. And look, he's a lovely guy, but Mikey, I swear to God.
He's like, we never evolved.
It's like, listen, time is you manufactured it. It's something you don't have to subscribe to linear time. Yeah, but fucking monster truck. God damn it, Dale. I feel like, yeah, man, like I'm only a tiny bit smart and I hate everything all the time. Imagine being like really actually intelligent. Like imagine being like one of these people. Like you're a very smart dude, but imagine being like I'm talking like Kim Peek level, like what's his name, von Neumann, that fucking John von Neumann. Because look at him, Mikey. Mikey's like, so there was a guy, what's his face, Woodard von Braun was saying that like John von Neumann, I think it was John von Neumann, he worked on the Fat Man Little Boy, Manhattan Project, and Woodard von Braun was saying, he's like, I went over to John Newman's house. And John Newman was talking to my kid, and I was like, that's how he sees all of us. Because this guy was so intelligent. Like, he read Tale of Two Cities once, memorized it completely, and then just, like, when he was dying of cancer, just, like, recited it to his brother on his deathbed, word for word. I'm like, that's a fucking... That level of genius.
No, that's a flex.
That's fucking
that's
right.
A flex,
that's
man.
A show off.
Here,
you know,
bro.
you're on your deathbed and you're like, oh, you want to hear a story?
There are 2 good nights. I'm like, bro, you could just say goodbye, my brother. You could just say goodbye.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
You have to say shit that nobody else understands in the house. Say, what the fuck you talking
motherfucker's anti-gravity, and he's on his deathbed, and you're like, what? I gotta write this down. And you're like, I gotta go. It's like
explaining quantum physics on his way out. I have the answers. I'm like, bro.
Dude, here's the thing. It's like sometimes you feel smart, and then sometimes you're like, I got a book on like beginners quantum physics, and like 3 chapters in, I was like, huh. I turned into Tim the Toolman Taylor. Like I fucking couldn't handle it. I was like, how small are things? Like I just couldn't fucking get my brain around it. And then this is how you know you have problems is when your mother says to you, "You have other gifts." Like that's not a good time. That's not a good. Because so I come from a family of geniuses, right? Like I come from like my mother and my father. My father was a musical prodigy. My mother is a genius. She was in Mensa, and my brother left Mensa because he was bored. I am a fucking idiot. Like, so I live in a world. It's like, you know what it is? It's like being a kid during Adult Swim. Like you're out there, you're like trying to tread, and there's these fucking people swimming by you. So every dinner conversation would be like, my dad would be like, quietly in his corner, fucking programming Beethoven in his head or the fucking Goldberg variations, whatever he's doing. My mom's over there talking about space with my brother. He's like, universe is an ellipse, and we don't actually know exactly the size of it. And then pre-Big Bang would probably be this. And I'm in the corner going, what's funny is the bus. And they're all like, "You're doing great, buddy." But here's the thing. Here's the thing I can do. Here's the thing I can do. I can have conversations with other humans, and so right. But there's some positives there.
True intelligence is being able to relay what you're saying in the simplest form that everybody else can understand. So if they're too complex and they can't explain it, then they don't really know it to the full extent.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean by that. And then you just come in. Motherfucker fell asleep.
Did I just accidentally diss his parents? I apologize. That's not what I was trying to say.
No. You're 100% on board. Yeah. They are wicked smart people. They have no business in humanity.
They don't like humanity because I find people who are too smart don't have enough patience sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man. And here's the thing is like I think I'm comfortably smart. I don't know if you feel like that too. Like I'm actually slightly uncomfortably smart. Like I know enough to be really unhappy all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm also smart enough that like no, I think comfortably smart is actually stupid. I'm going to change that. I think comfortably smart is like imagine you wake up every morning and be like, well, fuck polar bears and just do whatever you do. You're like happy as shit.
That would be nice.
God damn, that would be great.
What's
it like, Mikey?
Mikey's
smart.
He didn't deserve that.
Mikey's smart, but Mikey's smart, but right now he hit his head. So that's this is the time to attack him because he's at his weakest, right? Like he hit his head. He doesn't. Oh, Mikey's the fucking. You know what the great thing about Mikey is he's a clever fellow, but he doesn't flex on it. Like
yeah.
I have to talk about how smart I am because I'm stupid. He talks about. He's just like I don't fucking give a shit because he's smart, right? He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
He's stealth smart. It's like when you have a sleeper car when you pull up next to a stock looking Honda Civic and you're like I'm gonna fucking smoke this guy, and all of a sudden there's like 1,100 horsepower under the hood, and you're like God damn, damn, fuck my Tesla Plaid. I don't have a Tesla, guys. I don't have I don't trust electric cars because sometimes it rains.
Smart is such a funny. I love the topic we're talking about though. Like smart, I don't know. It can be interpreted in so many ways, right? Mm-hmm. Like in terms of me, I don't think I'm smart in an extra.
Oh, you're smart because I don't tolerate idiots. So you're not going to be.
I appreciate that.
No, but we've had conversations where like it's clear that you think in a different way. I think comedians in general. To be a comedian, to be a successful comedian, I think you have to have a way of thinking that is slightly different than the general person. And I don't know whether that's necessarily an intelligence thing, but it probably has to be. I don't think if you're what I'm saying is I don't think to be a good comedian you can probably be dim.
Yeah.
I don't think it works that
true.
well. So you're very bright. Like I mean the conversations we've had I'm like, "Oh yeah, shit, I've never thought about that." Like usually if people teach me shit like or if the conversations I have make me see things a different way, that's usually a sign to me where I'm like, oh, this guy's got way more going on than me. Because I'm like a fucking toaster. Like I got 2 slots. You get brown. You get brown bread, or you get if you fuck up, you get burnt bread. That's all you get. That's all you get from me.
Amen. But you can always get that knife and then scrape that black away.
Right? He said it. I didn't say it.
Hey, it just goes. How bad you want that bread, man?
That's the thing. Toast is just burnt toast is just toast that doesn't know it's ready. Like it just needs help. You know what I mean?
I have burnt 2 slices of toast in a row one time.
Really?
I do have ADHD, so I get distracted.
How'd you fuck up the second time? The
one
time,
bro. I made toast.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Took that out, threw it in the garbage, made another toast. I'm like, oh, fuck. Got distracted again, came back. That shit was burnt. Oh, bro, I was hurt. 4 casualties.
I'm going to tell you about this thing. There's a knob on the toaster.
Oh, I know.
It's minutes. It's not like toasting. It's minutes.
I never really,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was minutes, not toast.
You know what's crazy? Anybody who messes around with that toast without telling everybody else, you know what?
You know what?
Man.
As an English person,
yeah.
I fucking love toast, dude.
Yeah.
It's like it should be on our flag. Like it should be like St. George's Cross and then just toast. That should be toast and Marmite. You eat Marmite?
Wait, what?
Marmite. Oh, it's yeast
extract.
That's
the freaking, is it the Australian thing?
No, that's Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Fuck that. No, it's I got really upset.
It is gross.
It's Marmite. It's from the this makes it sound bad. It's scrapings from the bottle of beer vats. Nah, it's not good. It's like a really strong tasting. You put a bunch of butter and a little bit of Marmite on, and you eat that, and then you just are powerful.
You know what they say about that's what they say about the Vegemite also too.
Yeah, but you know what the problem with Australians is? They're all criminals. They are all criminals.
That's such a crazy joke so fast. Jail. I was talking about spread.
They made Vegemite. They know what they did. Vegemite's the only thing that will kill Superman. Do you know that?
You know what? I believe that. Yeah. It almost killed me. Because
you know what killed Superman is he invested in Kryptonite. Anyway.
jeez.
Right? I've been waiting 3 months to do that joke.
I don't like it. It's my least favorite one.
No, it's pretty good. Did you get on the crypto train?
Dude, for a hot second I did. But I didn't throw too much crazy money into it.
Oh God, I got boned like a guy came home from prison. I got fucked.
Yes, man.
Yeah, I invested it all in Mikey Bucks, and he did not follow through.
Dude, that market was so stressful though.
Oh fuck,
Jesus Christ,
up and down. I could. You know what the thing is like I got into Ethereum.
Yes.
In like 2020, and I bought a bunch of Ethereum. And I was like, oh, my God, if I could get it, I got to make it. It's fucking climbing. And I'm like, what do I do? I don't have to sell. And then I'm not a word of a lie. I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning one morning. I was like, I got to sell this fucking Ethereum. Like, I just woke up. I went on the app. I sold it all.
That's what's up.
And then like a week later, it fucking crashed.
Damn, I'm a sucker. I left my shit in there. My shit is still in there because I'm just
leave it in. You don't lose it if you leave it in.
I know. I was just like, you know what? Like, I never really believed in this because while I was working at TD, people would come in to pull out their pension.
Oh no!
To go to crypto, and the wild part of it was, man, there was so many like crypto scams going on.
Yeah,
and, like,
there was a lot of shitty ones. The Shiba.
Man.
I mean, I bought Shiba when it was super cheap, just because I was like, what I figured would happen was, so it went up. And I know people who made a lot of money off Shiba. I know a guy who made like $280,000 off Shiba. But what I figured was Shiba would go up, and then it would crash, and then it would do a little rebound. And so when it crashed hard, I bought like 7 million coins or something, and I figured it would rebound. And sure enough, I've made my money back. But I just like stick it in because I'm like, so but it was also $40. So I'm like, it's not exactly a lot of money.
It's all just backed off of someone be like, hey, this is what this is worth, man. At the end of the day, if you think about it. It's nothing, man.
Well, the thing is
it really is just nothing, man.
Well, the thing is, all money is a construct, right?
All of it.
So all of it is invented, and all of it is an idea we had one day, and we're like, I'm sick of carrying around all these goats. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a shell that equals goats, and they're like, that's a fucking good idea because I got all these goats in the van, vans. But I'm like, I got all these goats, and I don't want to do it. And then it slowly evolved into what we have now, which is I can't buy a house. But the point is like, where are we at, Mike?
A lot of people just throw money.
We're good? Are we finished?
No, we're good for time.
Oh,
yeah.
Good.
The topic generator.
We're at minimum? We're at
35.
Oh, fuck! Then it's time for...
Let's get random!
I don't know what this means.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We've never had a guest on that knows what this fucking is. We have we?
Alaska.
Oh, Richard knew. Yeah. Richard knew. Yeah. He wasn't from Alaska. He was from the Yukon. We should have him back on. He's back in town. wonky. What this is a while ago I was on the internet and I was like, "What's a comedian's like?" And a random topic generator popped up for people with Asperger's. So I was like, "All right, this makes sense." And so what it is it's a random topic generator that people can, no matter where you are, you're on a date, you're fucking having a funeral, whatever it is, you type, you click on this and it gives you things to talk about. And so what we do is we set it to completely random. So there's no, so it just, Mikey randomly types in a thing, and then he asks a question, and then we talk about it. That's all it is.
That's what's up.
It's just basically I've run out of ideas, and this is how we talk. All right, so Mikey, what's your first random?
What's the first thing you notice about somebody?
Their shoes.
Whoa! Holy fuck! Right away.
Yeah.
Their shoes. I like that. Well, I did notice your shoes are fucking cool.
Thank you.
I like those shoes.
How well you keep them, and like just what kind of shoes. It kind of says a lot about
the
person.
What are you getting here?
Comfortability.
What are you getting?
Comfortability for sure.
Comfortability?
Yeah,
Is
but
it
like you
Chuck
bought
Taylors?
you bought those out of like, okay, this is what I like. You probably had like a couple pairs of those before.
Oh, dude, I've had these. I buy a pair of these every 6 months
I fucking knew it.
for like 15 years.
Yeah, because Converse fans they're like very
Dude,
loyal.
And I love them because they're like wearing socks outside. But the problem is it makes me look shorter than I am because
Yeah.
everyone else is wearing like a 2-inch lift.
Yeah.
So but I also I buy these stretchy laces so I
Yeah.
can just fucking throw my. Oh, dude, it's the
Convenience.
best. I'm an old man. I don't want to wear loafers just
I was
yet.
dead
buddy.
on.
But you nailed it. You nailed it. So what do you see? So what's a shoe that you see that you go, fuck, that guy's fucked?
Depends. I mean,
Like a
honestly,
Skechers, like a
not
fucking.
even.
like what are we looking at here? Like an orthopedic fucking Skechers. Jesus.
Depends on the setting though. Like if it's like, I don't know, it really depends on the setting. If I look at someone's shoes and it's just completely just bastardized, man, just zero upkeeping, and this is like a setting where you have to be a little bit upkept, I think that speaks a lot of volumes to me, because if you can't take care of those ways, like how you present yourself in these settings, I don't think you'd be able to like.
Because I will clean mine. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, these shoes are
These
6
are
months
fine.
old.
You're
These
wearing
are
them.
5
These
to
are
6 months
everyday
old.
shoes.
These
That's
are my
fine.
everyday shoes. I wear them all the time. I have like 2 pairs of Chucks all the
Yeah.
time. And I don't like them when they're bright white because it makes me fucking feel
And
weird.
those aren't destroyed. I'm talking
No,
like
no.
someone walks in with the whole. Like I've seen people. You'd be surprised how often people actually walk around with no care in their feet. Like I'm like, you don't look presentable at all. It's crazy to me. I'm like, how you gonna leave the house with like if you can't afford shoes? That's fine. I don't want to speak too
a shoe
reckless.
guy? Like,
I'm
is
a
that
shoe
your
guy.
thing?
Yeah.
You're
I
a
used
shoe
to work
guy.
at Champs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I love shoes. I love sneakers.
Because I have a hard time. See, the problem I have is I have a hard time buying different types of shoes.
Yeah.
Because like I for some reason years ago got into white shoes. I used to wear Converse One Stars back in like the late 2000s. I used to buy them at Target because I was broke and that's all I had when I lived in the States. And I just got used to these white shoes, and I really like the feel of being able to. I'm one of those guys that like. I hate a car with power steering because I like to feel the road. Same thing with my feet. I like to feel shit on my feet.
Feel like it's great
you know
for your
what?
feet.
Here's the thing, Ola. In case kung fu shit has to happen, I want to be ready. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm
wanna
ready.
be
I
able
just
to
want
bust
to be
out my
ready.
shoes.
I just want to be ready because I have to fucking Jason Bourne shit. That's I can't wear heavy shoes. Can't
fair.
move my feet quick.
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean?
That's fair.
You know.
You can't run fast.
Yeah. But the problem with white shoes is that white shoes require more upkeep because
Fair,
you can't
fair.
just fucking. And I would love to be able to get out of the prison that is Converse, but I can't. I can't escape. I'm here looking at the outside because what? Those are Vans.
These are Vans.
Vans. I love
These
Vans.
are Vans, and these aren't even the best kept. These are probably my nastiest looking shoes.
I like those though. Oh, thanks for wearing them. I appreciate it. But
It was raining outside today.
are you do you skate?
I used to.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, I used to. A big fan till I almost destroyed my kneecaps.
Yeah,
And,
no, you don't want to do that.
I was
You
like,
need
nah.
your kneecaps.
I need my
I'm not a
just
doctor.
one kneecap. I don't know why I pluralized it.
Well, I mean, you need both.
I need both. That is true. Yeah,
I'm not a doctor anymore, thanks to the fucking law.
I had a skateboard
But-
come down. Right here.
She was 21. Anyway, but the Vans, I like the Vans. But I've never been able to be like. So in the late 90s, early 2000s, I used to wear these like chunky shoes because I'm an old man. So back then, like these chunky saddle shoes, that was the thing. I used to wear these lifts, and I was like 6 foot tall with these lifts. And then one day, I, for some reason, best known to myself, decided to switch to flats, and now I'm like normal height, but everyone else is wearing
Get Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones. They got a lift in them.
They got a little lift. Man.
Yeah,
About this much.
Oh, I like that.
And they are actually quite comfortable.
Are they?
Like, they're all white. If you get these spray crep protect, you spray them on your shoes.
Yeah.
Honestly, rain, water, it keeps it actually dirt.
But my problem
is,
is,
spray it on those two. That's gonna keep it clean.
really?
For so long.
Because my problem is I have wide feet, because what happens is gravity fucking sucks, and then the earth is pulling me down, and it's like my feet become wide.
Air Forces. I'm telling you,
Mikey,
great for wide feet also.
Mikey, what's your favorite type of shoe?
Blundstones.
Blunts? Oh, you like
forever.
Blundstones?
Yeah, see, Blundstones are like hardworking fellas.
My wife's always on.
You're doing something that requires you to wear
yeah,
those shoes
I think
forever.
that's why my wife wants me to get them. She's like, you should get these shoes and then get a job.
I ruined my Blundstones within 6 weeks, and they gave me free.
What?
Wow, that is impressive.
You just walk in and be like, I kicked a guy to death with these.
Jeez.
Right. I kicked a guy to death. He was sleeping on the sidewalk. I don't like it, right? Because Joe told me I didn't like it. What happened? What's happened? What's gone on with it? Are we broken? What's happened?
Your microphone is starting to come.
What?
Hello.
Is that better?
Hello.
Shit. If anyone's listening, no one's listening. Where
Where
are we at?
sounded
We
like
got
you were
one more
lost at
random?
sea for a second.
It sounds a lot better now.
You want to do a more random? Let's do more random.
We've done this one before. We're getting repeats, but it'll be new for Ola. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten? Take care of your shoes and your dick. That's all you need.
Clean your shoes.
Taking your dick and your shoes.
Boom.
You know, if you sprayed your dick with that weatherproof shit, I'm just saying. You know?
Best advice.
Right?
I think I'd go with what my mom always used to say to me before. Like, nothing but the best.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I know because I had problems even with that same quote. But then I spoke to my mom again, and I got the full understanding. Because initially when I heard that quote, it kind of put me in this box where I felt like I needed to be perfect. Yeah, exactly. Like an overachiever.
I could see that, because when you first
Right?
said it, I was like, it seems like pushing. But then I'm like, no, but it's probably just like you are like
Nothing
you can
but
do
your
nothing
best.
but yeah, exactly.
As long as you are putting 100% of your ability to
Yeah.
what you're doing, you can never regret whatever
Yeah.
you're doing, even if you fail. You know, and
That's a
because
good idea.
In spite of what goes on, because you can't control what happens. Because my mom used to say that, but I never asked for context. Yeah. In spite of what goes on in this world, you can never expect never know what the result's going to come to you. But as long as you're doing your best effort, you can sleep at night knowing that.
That's absolutely true. The what?
I don't know about these
4 agreements?
There's 4 agreements. One of them is to try your best.
Yeah.
One of the 4 agreements. What's the other agreements?
Who agreed with this?
4 agreements. It's like a. 4 Agreements is a self-help book. There's 4 rules that if you live by, you'll be free of anxiety. One is try your best, be true to your word, and I forget the other fucking 2, but I can Google it. But I thought you might have known them. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted.
No, it's perfect. Thank you. I didn't even know that.
I like that you got 50% of a self-help book, and you're like, that's enough.
That's all I need to know.
I don't need to be great. I need to be good.
The son of the author of the 4 Agreements made a spin-off with the 5th agreement to try to
Oh, yeah?
Oh, dude, come on.
Wow.
Man. You can't just come up with agreements.
You can't just make
Like,
agreements
I
up.
can't even trust the last 4. Like,
Oh
what
my
do you-
God.
Is this
What do you
for
make your
money or
bed?
you trying to help me out, buddy? Like, what is this? Well,
I like how they're called the agreements, too. Like, someone else is on the other side, like, oh, you're good for your agreement.
Yes, you got to agree with yourself, man.
Oh, man, me and myself, we have arguments all
We
the
can
time.
get along?
Oh, we do not get along. Dude, if I got along, I wouldn't drink as much as I do and dream about rope. Anyway,
You remember that
the
4
best
last
advice
agreements?
I
Forget
ever
that
got,
agreement.
the best advice I ever
Yeah.
got was this, and it wasn't actually from, it wasn't directed at me, but it was something I listened to, and I maintain this. And it sounds so stupid to say, but it was a Johnny Depp thing. Because, he's Johnny Depp. But he said, he was asked why he did movies like Cry Baby and all that shit. When he was at the height of his fame, he could have made, 10 years before he did Pirates of the Caribbean, which kind of shot him through. But why didn't he capitalize on this? And he said, because at the end of it all, there has to be some time without compromise. And I was like, fuck. That's what it's all about. Because if I could sit my kid on my knee, and well, maybe not my knee now because I'm old, but like tell him, like, look, let me tell you about the time. Because if I got a real job tomorrow, if I fucking work in a warehouse for Amazon or some shit, I could be like, let me tell you about the time I lost my mind for 20 years. And I fucking did whatever I wanted. And I lived my life the way I wanted to live it. I'm 23 years into stand-up comedy. I've had freedom for 23 years. I haven't had a job since 2002. I've never had a job. And that level of kind of commitment to yourself, I think it's really hard it's so hard for people because they can't do that. Because unless you have a place to go, you can't leave where you are. Mm-hmm. And I just feel so fortunate that I was able to have this time without compromise. And Mikey fucked it up, but that's fine. It's fine.
That's dope.
But that to me is like, it's not advice directly given to me, but I just feel like that is like, I think about that every time I go, do you really want the time without compromise to end? Mm-hmm. And if you're okay with that, then stop. But if not, you keep going.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's dope.
And clean your shoes.
Man, keep clean shoes, man. Like,
Mike is excited about it. Do you want to do one more random or are we done?
We can do one more random.
Yeah, we got one more random. Random?
D-random. We've done it before. Okay. Can you tell us your last dream or nightmare?
Can you tell us your last dream or nightmare?
Oh, my God.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Last dream. You know what? I do remember... I remember a dream I had. I mean, the last dream. What if my last dream was a nightmare?
Don't fucking throw down, man. No judgment here in the death basement. It's literally just you, me, and Mikey, and the cockroaches that are the size of a house.
Fair.
So,
I mean, I remember a lot of it.
Yeah, do it.
All right. I wake up, cut scene. I'm like the bird's eye.
The elevator pitching me his nightmare. Is that shit? Is that literally what's happening?
Because you know what? The way it moved. Because I was like a bird's eye view from it, so it felt like I was watching a movie. But like I never seen this movie before.
You're so showbiz, you fuck. You're just like cutscene. All right, all right. Picture this.
Picture this.
Lights go down. Throw it down hard with the analogies.
So like I wake up. Well, sorry, I'm still asleep. I wake up. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm still asleep. I'm watching this character. It's not me. This guy like is a delivery guy, delivers coffee to this corporate place or whatever. It's this. The setting is a bank that I used to work at, but it was not me delivering the coffee.
Yeah.
So this guy delivers the coffee, and then on the way out, he meets up with a friend. But this guy is in like a very lower economic. I don't know where this dream came from. It's so random.
Yeah.
Lower economic standpoint in life, and he has this bitter resentment to the people he's delivering coffee to. Meets a friend. I don't know what his friend particularly does, but they have kind of like the same backpack. But when he meets his friend is up to something no good. This friend supposedly had like a bomb in his backpack that blew up. I know this is a lot of details.
No, I like it. No,
I
love. You know what? I watched Homeland. I love this shit.
Is this Homeland?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because they mix the backpack up, and the buddy goes up. The thing doesn't blow up upstairs, but it blows downstairs with the guy when he puts his bag and then walks away to the bathroom. I know this crazy detail.
No.
Background story to do that. That's the coffee delivery dude. Some reason cutscene to like. He goes back to his trailer park family, and they're like, he's freaking out because he just watched that shit just blow up, but it's not him, but the cameras got it as him, so he's basically framed for this explosion that happened. But then his dad is like, hard on him, but tough love kind of energy. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Fuck you! This is we've tried to raise you better." It's like, "What do you mean the bank? You lost your job?" Like the he's trying to explain to him like the bank blew up, but the dad heard only lost your job. I have like extremely like vivid dreams. I'm sorry. You asked the wrong person.
This is next level. Like
I don't know what it is. I need to go talk to a psychologist for this. Because this
honestly,
is crazy.
I want to watch this movie.
Dude,
like
I wrote it down as a movie because I'm like,
you
this is
have
impressive.
to. Because what the fuck?
Yeah, man. I literally wrote it down because I'm like, this is like,
dude, this is exciting. Like fuck.
Someone told me to start writing my
backpacks are the same.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Because the guy who's wealthy is holding on to his youth where he grew up poor, and that's what it is, right? He's like that's his subconscious attachment. He's like, I'm getting a JanSport because I believe, and then the poor guy's like, no, this is the best I can get, and the rich guy's like, I'm slumming it, and all the other people, the rich guys make fun of him, and then fuck him, blow him up, right? And then the guy's like, you left your job? How dare you? And he's like, no, the place blew up. Oh, I fucking love this.
I don't know what happened at the end. I don't know.
So you don't know what happened?
I woke up.
Some M. Night Shyamalan shit.
I
Like,
woke
we don't
up when
know.
he was freaking out with his parents, and I was like, shit.
God damn. God damn.
Someone, you know who Dan Duvall is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan Duvall told me to start writing my dreams down, and that was the first
You
dream I
gotta
wrote
write
down.
that down because who's like okay? So who do you see as the dad? I mean, that's like casting it in my head. Larry David, give him a chance because I see. So that was your nightmare dream?
Yeah.
Fuck, mine are.
No, I have different ones, but they're all like very extreme.
Oh, you gotta revisit that dream.
You want to know the
what
one I
happens.
had night before that I still remember and I didn't write down?
Yeah. What?
So basically, I'm in this weird communal like apartment living style where like like where I don't know how to explain it. Like where, forgive me guys, where poor people live sometimes, where like it's just one bedroom and like a bunch of families in that spot. I'm sorry, I don't know what it's called. Let me slide.
No. I looked at them like I was like,
you said it. I didn't.
Yeah, he said it. I didn't say it.
But yeah,
we didn't say it. He
that's
said
why.
it.
That's
He's
why I
off
live.
camera. He's not a real person.
That's where I lived. And then someone came into the room, and then I was like, yo, like, leave. Like, rightfully so. I told him to leave. And then I closed the door. And I've been there with my family. I can't remember my partner now, and we had kids and whatnot. And then I closed the door. But then all of a sudden, the door starts rattling. And then I'm like, yo, what's going on? But the way it's rattling, it's not like I invited you in. This is like I'm trying to break into your house. And I'm like, come on, babe. Come on. Pack your bag. Let's go. And I don't know where. We had kids, but then all of a sudden I started running with just my wife. That's terrible. Yeah. I don't know why.
I get it.
Right. And I'm like rushing and I throw on my back and I'm trying to get away from these guys chasing us. But then like I run into this and then it's like the world just kind of split in half. And then like it was like mayhem and anarchy was just happened all of a sudden in that apartment building. And then we pop out to like a rooftop and then someone's like getting impaled. It's crazy. Wow. So I'm trying to like get my fiance out of there and she can't run fast enough even in my dream. So I had to throw on my back and then somehow we got away, but I don't know how we got away, but then I was going to say cut scene again.
No,
cut scene because
I'll take it.
Blackout and then I wake up in another dream and we're just having a dinner date.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Those are the kind of dreams. Wow. I have aggressive dreams, man.
What's your favorite kind of shark?
What you like for dinner, baby?
Rogan on you. I was like, wow, look at that guy. Look how jacked that guy is.
Yes.
I don't. That's fucking. Wow, shit, dude. Like I don't. My dreams are like, what if you got to fly the Starship Enterprise?
Yeah.
What's up?
I used to be able to control my dreams.
My mic's cutting out more.
Yeah.
Is that better? Guys, I'm sorry, but I don't like you. And I don't fucking try.
I don't want you to hear what I have to say.
This is not really. Look, this is an excuse to get people to hang out with me. We all know that. We all know what this is. I think we're probably good for time, aren't we?
Yes.
Good. We have to go.
Oh man,
this was fucking great.
Yeah, this was dope.
Can you come back to the weird basement and fucking? Yeah, can you talk to somebody about that shit? Because holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna be haunted by that whole fucking backpack explosion thing. Like that's a real diehard fucking movie.
It wasn't even happening to me. It felt like I was watching the movie doing like
I felt like that too.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I feel like I should have paid admission for this. But I gave you booze. So that's the same thing. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, all social media platforms, showtime.data.
Showtime.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. I gotta get a cool name like that. What do I get? Yeah,
I mean, Sonic King's a cool ass name, bro. Like,
what about Sonic King? Like, what about failbag.com? Can I get that? Failbag? That sounds like mailbag, but failbag. You're using it. Mikey, what do people need to know?
I'm around.
Perfect. That's all we care about. He is just omniscient and present. He is the atmosphere that we breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the podcast and watching the podcast. Please like, rate, and subscribe. And send us a letter at www.skpodcast@gmail.com, and we will answer it on the air. And if you are one of our 2 Ukrainian ham radio operators, I hope you are still okay. Please fucking fight as hard as you can, because I have money on this war. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ola Dada. Thank you, Mikey Greenwood. And thank you for being you. That's what's wrong this week.